Hello, greetings. This is Symon Ogeto. I am very happy to present you a very interesting program this evening that is covering a very interesting subject that most entrepreneurs or aspiring to be entrepreneurs could be very much interested in. And that is, what does it take to start a business? Tonight, we're going to focus more on commercial transportation. And you can imagine, especially here in North America, continental USA, most of our audience would find it very engaging. And this moment, we are very, very fortunate to have Sospita Nyakeraka, who is an entrepreneur in spirit and to the letter, and is going to walk us through what that process is all about. And without further ado, please join me in welcoming Sospita. How are you doing, sir?
Thank you, Sir Symon, for hosting me.
Well, we're very happy to have you here, and we know that part of what you do is actually issue insurance, and you also do logistics. Could you tell us a little bit more of you and what you do and how long you've done?
You have heard my background is in finance, accounting, and insurance. After completing my MBA, I decided to venture into insurance business. I took my certification, and after that, I was certified. And now I write business in 4 states, Illinois, Wisconsin, Georgia, and Delaware. I also do trucking business, and that's the reason why Mr. Symon wants me to talk about today. So I have knowledge on it, and today we're going to talk about it a little bit. But my background is in insurance and trucking, and I have a YouTube channel. I usually do videos. Most of you have seen me, and I do videos on insurance and trucking.
Beautiful, beautiful. So you can see already areas that, Sospita is going to hit you really hard. 4 states, big states, 3 in the Midwest and 1 in Georgia. Now, could you tell us a little bit about setting up a business in the state of Wisconsin?
Yes. To start our business, the first thing you have to do is to come up with a business plan. You have to come with a really good business plan. And most of you, I'm not going to, to talk more about it. From your business school, you have to define your goals, come up with a strategy, and how to get there. That's basically what the document entails. And after doing that, you have to come up with a name. The name has to be unique. If you want to form like an LLC company or incorporated or a sole proprietor, you have to come up with a name. And for example, I reside in the state of Wisconsin. You have to register the name with the financial institution in the state of Wisconsin. And I think you have to pay a fee about $78. So if you live in a different state, for example, Symon in Illinois, it might be a little bit different, but do your homework and see how much. So it's not a standard fee. So after you do that, you have to apply for a tax ID, because in the long run, you're going to be required by the US government to file the taxes. And I've had most people call me and ask, how do we get the tax ID? Pretty simple. You go to the IRS website, which I'm going to link. I'm going to put a link below this video. Those ones who will be checking it. please watch the video from start to the end, and the links are going to be there. So you go there, apply, and you can get the tax ID instant. It's free. You don't pay anything. If you get somebody telling you like, pay some money, we're gonna help you, those are scammers. Stay away from them. After you get the tax ID, then you have to obtain the necessary permits. But in tracking, that's transportation for hire, you have to apply for a DOT number from the Department of Transportation, and a motor carrier number is usually abbreviated as MC number. For those ones who have not heard about MC number, this is a number which is assigned to motor carriers to allow them to do interstate commerce. For example, I don't know if you can see that this is the map of the US right here. So if you want to move from different states, different territories, you have to have a license. And to have that license, you have to apply for a DOT number from the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration website. I will put a link below this video for you to check it out. So after you have applied, the cost to apply is $300. Let nobody tell you it's more than that. You can do it yourself. It's pretty simple. Once you go to the website, you can pay with your credit card and your company is registered.
Is that renewable every year?
That one is a one-time, unless you revoke, you voluntarily revoke, you don't want to continue, you can get out, and then when you come back, there's a fee you have to pay.
To reinstate the number.
You reinstate.
So it's a one-time charge. It's not like for a company which you renew every year, the filing fee.
No, it's just to apply for that DOT number or the MC number is a one-time fee, which is $300. And the next step is to move to insurance. So you have to get what we call commercial insurance. It's not any other insurance like auto insurance. You have to have commercial insurance. And there are standards set for the insurance requirements. So to meet the threshold and get your DOT number and WIMS number activated, you have to have a 750 reliability insurance coverage. That's called combined single limit. That's the minimum. You can go, some brokers, they can ask up to 1 million, 2 million, but the minimum required to qualify is 750. And I have those information. I'm an insurance agent. I've been working for quite some time. I understand the industry free. So if you need more information, just give me a call. The number is going to be on the website or my channel, and then I can walk you through.
So just on average, when you say $750,000 coverage, on average, can you give an estimate how much that would cost per year? And is this something you pay monthly or you pay once a year?
Actually, those are the limits. That's not the cost. Those are just the limits.
The coverage limit.
The limits.
But
so
that
when we're talking, if I understood your question correctly, what you're trying to ask is how much will average cost the insurance premiums per month.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to ask.
So that one, I want to give you a definite answer, because the insurance premium, there are so many factors which determine the insurance. For example, the zip code or the state where you operate. For example, somebody who has a box truck in New York and somebody in Chicago, they will not have the same rates. But averagely, if you have like a box truck, a 26-footer truck, and you don't have tickets, your license is good, and your company does not have any violations, you are in good standing, the average is between $800 to $1,100, per month.
Mhm.
So if you do the math, that will be like probably $10,000 to $11,000 per month. I'm sorry, by year.
A year.
And this one, when you file your taxes, you can, itemize them, and then you can get a tax break.
That's beautiful.
That's average what it goes.
So guys, you've had what you just what Sospita has just indicated to you is basically what it takes to start a business, the charges involved, and he has actually gone to prepare you to be ready to actually start operating a business. Because as you know, even private vehicles, once you bought a vehicle, you must have insurance to drive it. So it is for the commercial, you must have insurance in order for you to actually be able to pick up cargo and be able to transport it one place to the other. So Speeder, could you talk about how do these how do you start now getting business, and how do you actually pick up a load from where to where? What are the elements that are involved? So somebody walks out of nowhere, has bought a vehicle, he's gotten the insurance, he's registered the business, he has a bank account, and now is day one. Walk us through day one on what.
Yeah, Simon, that's a very good question which I get most people. So it's not a question of buying a vehicle and get to the road. There are certain things you have to prepare to get ready for that journey. So the first thing is to buy the best equipment. And to buy the best equipment, I mean, you have to make a choice. Do you want to specialize in box trucks, vans, or sprinter vans? Let's take, for example, if you want to do the box truck, the 24 or 26 footer trucks, you find a driver and you are ready to go. So the first thing is to get a good driver. That's the first thing, because the driver is the person who's going to be on the road behind the wheels. You send them to Texas, give them a load from Wisconsin to Texas. Those are the people who will determine how much money you will make. If they go somewhere and sleep, you won't be making money. So a good driver is the first thing. And to get loads, you have to get a dispatch. There's somebody who's giving you packages. The dispatch are everywhere, and you have to do your homework and select one and come up with an agreement, like it's gonna give you services, dispatch services, and out of that it's gonna take a commission. For example, if you take a load, you get a dispatch. What's a dispatch? You get to take my load from here from Wisconsin to Ohio. The load pays $1,000. I will say I will give the load, but in exchange, I'm going to charge you a 10%. So which means I will take the 10% out of the 1,000. So the point I'm trying to bring home is you have to get a very good dispatch. And by getting a good dispatch, if you don't want to use a dispatch service, you can do it yourself. But all you have to do is to sign up and buy what we call a load board. The load board is the program or the application you can install on your computer and pay monthly, and you can go and search loads. It's the same way you, Mr. Ogeto, I know you have searched like airline tickets. It's the same way. You say you have a cargo van or a truck in Chicago. You want loads going to North Carolina. You go to the board and input the dates, the distance, and then you select one. So load board is very important. And we have load boards out there like selectors. I did some videos about that. We have DAT, and we have Panther, and so many other out there. So that is the best thing you have to do, and you have to do your homework to know which is the best load board. And
so I'm just gonna interject it there. You know, you speaking like a professor. You and people, especially with the audiences I'm used to, they want particulars. You've given almost 4 different options here. So ask which kind of load board you recommend that is really good and the market is using right now.
I would recommend the one I've been using. I've been using mine since 2013. And I've never had problems. When they have very good customer service. I'm not promoting anybody, but that's according to my own experience. So the selectors, you have to sign up with them. So they have some requirements you have to meet. For example, you have to have a fleet of 5 and more vehicles. So one fleet, 5, that's 5 vehicles. So if you have 2, that's like 10. So you have to send them the VIN numbers and stuff like that before you sign. But I do recommend selectors. That's the one I've used. But I have had people say you can use DAT. And I've also used the Panther. For the Panther, it's free. You don't have to pay anything. All you have to do is to give them your insurance requirements and your DOT, certificate of authority that you are properly registered, and then you start work from there.
That is amazing. That's amazing. We wanted this program to be just 15 minutes. We've already exhausted that 15 minutes. And this is what I'm going to recommend right now. Whoever is listening to this, we want you to sign up because we would like Peter to actually do a demo because most people are visual. So he's going to come over and actually walk people through. Pull up a website in Georgia or Wisconsin, go to the Department of Secretary of State, just show the forms and blah, blah, register that business, pull up the website of the federal, where you get the MCI.
Yes, Federal Motor Safety Administration, yes.
Exactly. Be able to show people how to do that. And he's going to do something very unique, give you an opportunity to look at one of the programs, the Panther, that you said. He's going to pull it up so that he can show that. Because we realize that a lot of people want to get into business, just know the basics. Correct. And most books don't specifically take your hand and walk you over to something that you need to actually do and have some what we call practical approach to getting things started. So we just beginning. So this is our first session to get your feet wet. We cannot wait to bridge you onto the next session, and that's going to be a hands-on on some of the things that Peter has talked about. This is business basics, and we are going to make you like a professional. So before I finish, I'm going to give Peter the last word, and we will look forward to seeing you in our next session. That is, if you sign up.
So Simon, thank you so much for making this meeting happen. And for my viewers who are out there, I've done a lot of videos and you can attest to that. And all I'm asking you is please keep sharing my videos, most of them touching insurance and tracking. Help your friends out there. Let us help one another. And please help my channel grow. And I hope I will see you in the next meeting.
Perfect. You could have not said it any better. So Peter said it. Like his videos and come back, because this is going to be a reservoir of information that you cannot just get enough. So we're very happy to have you in this very first session. I am Symon Ogeto, bringing you Business Basics. Thank you so very much, and have a nice evening, nice morning, whichever time you're watching this. We're so proud that you tuned in to be part of this. Thank you so very much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.